The following is a men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission.
And hello everyone, my name is John Breakdown and welcome to War Games. This match was requested by Cody. He wants to take on Brett. And so here we go. Who's going to be the first one to enter? The lights have gone out here. Uh-oh. It's the American Nightmare. Who's going to be the first one to enter? Oh, it's going to be Brett. The former hardcore champion Brandon Lee, a.k.a. Brett, will be the first one to enter War Games, representing his team, rather than come in last. And Brett looks pumped. He looks energized.
Introducing first, from Oakland, California, weighing in 160 pounds, Brandon Lee, the hardcore icon.
And the former hardcore icon. Entering this War Games structure, this is his very first War Games match. Both these men selected their participants.
He looks determined. You have to expect he's going to go full force when the bell rings. He's got to incapacitate his opponent to try to make.
And I don't know what fresh hell Brett has unleashed on himself, because he picked Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Brock Lesnar, Batista.
And that can be your undoing in War Games.
Where Cody went straight custom character. He chose Michael Rice, Miles Ward, DeQuanda, and himself. And so Cody and Brett going to square off mano a mano here to kick off War Games.
Guys, a tough spot to be in starting War Games, but soon.
And the Doctor of Codynomics making his way to the ring. And yes, I said Doctor of Codynomics.
Yeah, but it's really critical. He needs to stay alert and stay active. And if he gets injured or knocked out, the numbers advantage is meaningless.
And this is Cody's first time being inside War Games. And so here we go, Brett versus Cody, War Games. And collar elbow tie up now, and Cody's going to take the advantage here. Collar elbow tie up again, and Cody taking it to the former hardcore champion Brett here. Cody wants to punish Brett for all his trash talking. And Brett bounces off the ropes. And Cody stops Brett's momentum. Brett tried to Irish whip Cody. Cody said, And Brett went downstairs with a drop kick. Springboard cutter by Brett. And these two icons of JBCW, abdominal stretch here. And Cody going for the submission early. And right now, Cody all over Brett. And I know that our new world champion and Cody's team has the advantage, because coming in next to help him out is none other than the former United States champion, DeQuanda. And so Cody's about to get some much-needed relief here, and Brett now finds himself in a handicap situation. And I don't know how Brett's going to feel about facing DeQuanda. Uh-oh, and DeQuanda, oh my God, DeQuanda's bringing in a steel chair. Uh-oh, that can't be good. And DeQuanda's not done. DeQuanda doing a little shopping at Home Depot because he's bringing the wood. And meanwhile, Cody just taking a beating from Brett. And is DeQuanda done? Nope. DeQuanda's... Wow, DeQuanda bringing in all the weapons. And DeQuanda looks satisfied. And standing Spanish fly there. And now Brett turns and sees DeQuanda now. And Cody going to set up that table. And the former United States champion just monkey flipped Brett. Meanwhile, Cody was trying to spear Brett. He ran into the turnbuckle. Irish whip now, and Brett just got super kicked into next week by DeQuanda. And this is what Cody wanted. He wanted this handicap situation right here. And Cody going to set up that table. Meanwhile, the leader of Team Brett finds himself in dire straits. But now Brett's going to get some help because here comes Hollywood, Hulk Hogan brother. And Cody swinging for the fences with that steel chair. And just like DeQuanda before him, Hollywood going to bring in a table of his own. And this is not a match for the faint of hearts, ladies and gentlemen. These 8 men's careers will never be the same again. And Hogan going to toss the table aside, and Cody going to go right after Hogan. And an electric chair maneuver, Hogan going to punch Cody. Oh, and whisper in the wind by Brandon Lee, but he hit that table. And spear by Brett to Cody. And what's up, Star-Lord? Glad to have you on. By the way, Star-Lord, did they vote? Hopefully your dead man incarnation makes his appearance here in JBCW. And DeQuanda taking out Hulk Hogan. Meanwhile, Brandon and Cody. And let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, there cannot be a pinfall till all of the members of each team are inside the ring. So right now you're watching Carnage. And DeQuanda just speared Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And now Rice Jr. about to face his manager, Brandon Lee. The reigning United States champion was selected by Team Cody because Cody knows that Rice is the best. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to create a poll later on for you guys to vote on which incarnation of Star-Lord you want to see. Do you want to see his Deadman persona? And I got to figure out how to do that, Star-Lord. And so Cody unloading on Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So Team Cody has the advantage. It's 3-on-2 right now. And Rice Jr. slapping the taste out of Brandon Lee's mouth, saying, Brandon Lee, you are not a good manager. You should have picked me. And the reigning United States champion whipping Brandon Lee like a scalded dog on the 4th of July. And inverted power slam by Rice Jr. Oh, and Rice is climbing the cage. Rice has evil intentions, ladies and gentlemen. And now here comes the animal Batista. And Rice, oh my God, Rice is going to jump off that cage! And Rice, shades of Superfly Jimmy Snuka with that splash onto Brett Lee. My God! I feel bad for Brett's ribs. And now it's 3-on-3 now as Batista going after Cody, but Rice Jr. saying, you're going to have to deal with me, animal. And black hole slam there by Batista. And now Team Brett has turned the tide here. And Cody needs to get up. Rice Jr. and Daquanda in dire trouble here. Still to come, we have Brock Lesnar and Miles Ward awaiting their entry into this match. And Brandon Lee barely got Daquanda through the ropes. Meanwhile, Cody Cena, the doctor of Codynomics. And what a drop kick from Daquanda. And Cody Cena fighting off Batista. Michael Rice back up to a vertical base. And now here comes Miles Ward, the reigning, defending Intercontinental Champion, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in JVCW history, coming to Cody's aid. Whereas Brett went for legendary status, Cody went for the best that JVCW had to offer. And now Miles bringing in the stop sign. And Irish whip by Batista sends Michael Rice to the other ring. Meanwhile, Daquanda down, Cody back up. And Irish whip by Cody. Irish whip by Batista. Uh-oh. Batista about to go through that table. And Cody getting the animal up. Oh, and Batista blocked the suplex attempt. And smacked by Brandon Lee to Miles. Meanwhile, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, who is no stranger to fighting giants, taking out Daquanda. And now Brandon Lee going to use that top rope for a mid-elbow smash there. Cody does the same. And Hogan using that stop sign that Miles brought into the ring. And baseball slide into the nether region by Brandon Lee. And now here comes the final member of Team Brett, the alpha male of our species, the man we would send up to fight the aliens, Brock motherfucking Lesnar. And the Beast Incarnate is hungry. And so it's Team Brett versus Team Cody here in War Games. All four members of each team are inside the ring now.
Yeah, I can't wait till the match begins.
Huh? Brett, are you watching?
Yeah, I've been watching.
And Brock Lesnar and Brandon Lee double teaming Daquanda. Meanwhile, Cody Cena and Michael Rice.
Yeah, the Outer Milk Show, the only fucking guy I watched me with fucking game shows and shit, you know?
And beautiful double team maneuver by Cody and Michael Rice, double teaming Batista. Meanwhile, in the other ring, Miles and Brock Lesnar have squared off. Brandon Lee and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And now it's a 3-on-1 assault on Miles and Daquanda. Meanwhile, in the other ring, it seems like they don't give a fuck about Batista as Cody Cena and Michael Rice double teaming the animal. And Daquanda just DDT'd Hollywood Hulk Hogan on that stop sign. And Cody Cena taking it to Batista.
I would like come up to the party with him.
And Miles elbowing Brock Lesnar. Oh, and Miles getting whipped like a scalded dog by that kendo stick that Brandon Lee has. And what a sledgehammer maneuver there by Hulk Hogan onto the former United States champion Daquanda. Who's going to win this matchup, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm thinking about Ryan McSween.
And by the way, Nico, glad to have you on.
Fuck, take me with you. Let's go. Throw me in a well.
And, oh my God, Team Cody has won the matchup thanks to Michael Rice.
I did last wish the other night.
Brett, your team lost.
Oh, I think it was just ribbon, sadly.
And so there you see Team Cody
know how someone can like.
I never got 1K.
How
I
do
never got
people like
1K, but the other people did, and I was pissed about it.
Does Brett even hear me?
No, he's on the policy.
Ah.
And we only have one key.
But the question I have is, how does someone like almond milk?
Yeah, I know.
How can someone like almond milk?
I don't know how someone can like almond milk. I don't like almond milk.
Especially the unsweetened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was no other milk, so I had to use that. The cereal doesn't taste good. I'm hungry. I'm eating cereal with unsweetened almond milk.
Yep.
I can hear his phone call.
Yeah. Oh, dude, did Anarchy tell you about the fucking garden puzzle that didn't work for me because it was fucking glitch? Yeah, I couldn't see the fucking lines. It was just nothing there for me.
See, that's the bad thing about that raid. Like, it's super glitchy. It's one of my favorite raids, to be honest with you. But, like, Deepstone's cool, Bog is cool, but it's like, the way I look at it, Last Pushing Garden is amazing. Because you're outside, you're exploring, you're doing this whole parkour thing. But you're doing it in Deepstone and Bog, but, like, you're inside the whole time. The only time you're outside is in the beginning of Bog and the beginning of Deepstone. Other than that, you're in the middle of the block, you're basically being here outside.
Hey, Logan, glad to have you on.
I finally called out oracles the other day. I did. I called out all the fucking oracles the other day.
You don't need to call them up. Just have people stand around and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's what we all did. But, you know, they're too fucking stupid to realize anything.
Why does he even take him with all flax meat?
I don't know, Nico.
Yeah, basically.
And so, Cody, you already saw the card being prepared.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm going to replace Ace with someone here in just a second. I got to fix my roster real quick. Alright, I think I've added everyone. Yep, okay. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna replace Ace real quick because I know this man deserves a title shot. Alright.
The light ball one is super easy. I could even fucking teach you it, no problem.
Nico, why is who is he talking to?
Remember the person who's in jail?
Oh, he's talking to that person.
Yeah. At least I think so. It sounds like him.
Okay.
I don't know him that well, too.
Same. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Kicking off JBCW action, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it. I love being able to go underwater.
So we got Captain Payne taking on Logan. The winner will face the winner of the United States Championship match between Bryce Jr. and Gunther.
Yeah, you can, like, kind of swim. Like,
I'm going to mute him real quick. And hey, Logan, glad to have you on. And Star-Lord, I hope you're watching because you're getting a world title shot against Blaze McCoy inside an Elimination Chamber. Brian, you're getting a rematch against Miles, but it's going to be a triple threat match. And big shout out to Chaostic, big shout out to Star-Lord, big shout out to Shadow Knight X. Shout out to Nico Gaming 259. And Nico, I don't know your Twitch.
It's not gaming, it's gamer.
Gamer. Okay, sorry, my bad. Alright, so here we go. We are live from the JBCW Havoc Arena, ladies and gentlemen.
You've gotten better with the name.
I'm trying. I mean, I am trying. And there you see the man from Sudan, Captain Payne, a former world champion. Nico, I'm going to create you one of these days. I'm going to create a female wrestler of you and have you in our women's division.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, no, I know how to do that, but that way you'll be able to just see yourself kicking ass and taking names.
If my character is able to do them.
At least you're not on any losing streak like my character. I haven't won a match since December of 2022.
I'm gonna be like your character.
That's how I feel I'm going to be when I play Dark Souls. I'm not going to win any matches. I'm going to get destroyed.
It'll be good.
And there you see the man from New York, Logan. This man is insane. He wants his world heavyweight title back, and he's going to try and scratch and claw his way back into title contention. And tonight that journey starts here.
You don't know what he looks like.
He looks like Wolverine. He's supposed to look like Wolverine from X-Men.
No, for me.
And by the way, big shout out to Blaze McCoy and LT Wrestling. Big shout out to Brooklyn Joker, Atticus Black of CRW. And so here we go. And Logan, good God, just not giving Captain Payne a chance to breathe. Logan all over the man from Sudan.
How do you believe my character if you don't know what I look like?
And just chopping him down. Good Lord. And that Muay Thai background. Look at those knees straight to the gut. And Logan is an uncontrollable machine. He's not taking his pedal. He's not taking his foot off the gas. And just look at that raw strength. Oh, and what a maneuver! And that may be all she wrote there. One. Nope. Captain Payne showing some life. Oh, and running knee, shades of Lord William Regal. And the man from Sudan and Logan taking some time to taunt here. I think that's a mistake. And butterfly DDT. No, butterfly gutbuster there by Logan. And Logan added some new moves to his repertoire. Well, like Nico, do you like martial arts background or do you like submissions? Do you or you just like beating the shit out of your your opponent, just ground and pound?
How much longer? I think the fuse has been lit here, guys.
It depends.
And Samoan spike there by Logan, and that's all she wrote. 1, 2, 3.
It depends.
And Logan looks like he's hurt.
brutal matchup.
I think Logan may have pulled a rib.
Superstar is going to be feeling the effects from this matchup for a long.
I think Logan exerted too much energy.
The damage is not too severe.
I mean, because Captain Payne didn't even put up a fight. My God, Captain Payne got steamrolled. And so coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is the United States title match between Rice Jr. in his first title defense as United States heavyweight champion against the ring general, Gunther.
Me.
How is it you, Nico? I haven't created you yet.
But how are you gonna create me when you don't know what I look like?
That's true. That's true. I'm going to have to ask Brett to create you then. Or like Cody.
He doesn't know what Cody doesn't know what I look like.
Well, then Brett's going to have to do it.
Or I can just tell you what I look like.
Exactly.
Okay.
What up, Shadow Knight X? By the way, Brian, you're in a title match. You and Star-Lord both. Brian, you're in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. And there you see Imperium. And ladies and gentlemen, here is a terrifying fact. At Night of Champions, Gunther will have broken the Honky Tonk Man's record of the longest Intercontinental title reign in history. He will have held the Intercontinental Championship for 435 days. That is a long-ass time.
So, like, a year?
Yep, and Roman Reigns will reach 1,000 days as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Sorry, the Universal World Heavyweight Champion. He'll have held the two titles for 1,000 days. That's 2 years. That's 2 years. Almost 3. The only other two people in front of Roman Reigns when it comes to longest title reigns ever is Bruno Sammartino, who held the WWF World Heavyweight Championship for 8 years, and then Hulk Hogan, who held the WWF World title for 4 years back in the 80s.
But this guy is ready for it.
And there you see the reigning, defending United States Heavyweight Champion, the Heel of Heels, the greatest of all time, Michael Rice Jr. Michael Rice was so key to giving Cody that victory in the WARGAMES match. By the way, is Brett done talking yet? No. Okay, so he's still on the phone.
Introducing the challenger from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds.
And let's just say, ladies and gentlemen, that Gunther... God, can you imagine if Gunther faced Ric Flair in his prime? It would be the battle of chops. Because those... I mean, I have... If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Clash of Champions Sheamus versus Gunther, and you'll see how physical the ring general can actually be. And so this may be Michael Rice's toughest test to date here. This is a dream match because these two men have never faced each other here in JBCW. Imperium wants the United States Championship. Michael Rice is saying, I'm going to keep my United States title at all cost. Here we go. And it's a sold-out crowd here. And collar elbow tie-up, and Gunther going to, oh my good God, and the ring general, the man from Austria, all over the heel of heels. And this is what Michael Rice was going to have to try to avoid. Logan, I think your character is a monster, very destructive. Almost reminds me of 1997 Kane. Just unfucking beatable. And now, Gunther just picking up Rice unceremoniously. And the heel of heels finds himself in dire straits. And Michael Rice is just trying to weather the storm here. And beautiful counter by Rice. And the heel of heels putting Gunther in his place underneath his boot. And the ring general going to make Rice pay for turning his back on him. And Rice trying to wear Gunther down with a bear hug, trying to slow this match down. And elbows by the man from Austria. And what a boot by Gunther, right to the kisser of Rice. And Harley Race-like knee by Gunther. And good God! What a bonsai drop by Gunther, or a bonsai senton. But Michael Rice is fighting back here. And rope break as Gunther was able to get his hand under the ropes. And the reigning defending United States champion pulling out all the stops here. And Gunther kicks out at 2, and Rice thought he had him. You can see the frustration starting to build on Michael Rice. And Rice going to go for the end of days, and he hits it. And Gunther kicked out. Oh, dear God in heaven. And Rice Jr. cannot believe that. And Gunther just took Rice's best move. And diving leg drop. And Gunther rolls to the outside. And I think Rice forgot about Imperium as Giovanni Vinci. And rake of the eyes there by Gunther. And Gunther with those devastating chops. God damn, Rice's chest is lit up like a Christmas tree. And Rice going to go back to no man's land. Rice going to go for that elbow drop. And Rice is feeling it here. And Rice now not afraid to use that ground and pound to try and wear the man from Austria down here. And Gunther countered the end of days. Gunther countered the end of days. Oh no. And an Imperium powerbomb. And Gunther just dethroned Michael Rice in an upset.
Here is your winner.
That's not how I thought this match was going to go, ladies and gentlemen. After beating DeQuanda for the United States Championship, I thought Michael Rice was going to have a lengthy title reign. Instead, he runs right into a brick wall known as Gunther. Wow. And now, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is a JBCW Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat match featuring Bryan, who came just short of winning the Intercontinental Championship yesterday against Miles, and the technician, Chris Jones, who's a former Intercontinental Champion in his own right, and the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in JBCW history, Miles Ward. How'd he do that? Fucking Among Us. And so, damn, Michael Rice, if you're watching this, someone needs to let the Tribal Rice know that he got his ass beat by Gunther. Holy shit.
following contest is a triple.
And there you see Chris Jones
And is for the Intercontinental
and the technician
Championship.
trying to follow in the footsteps of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Representing the Hart Foundation from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
By the way, is Bret done talking yet?
At 376 pounds, the technician Chris Jones.
Remember, guys,
And Chris Jones,
and I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might just be the night.
Chris Jones has never faced the likes of Bryan. Bryan's definitely the X factor in this matchup.
And introducing the challenger from Alexandria, Virginia, weighing in at 200.
And Bryan looking cool, calm, and collected. No fear. Basking in his ambiance as his pyro goes off.
The response on social media heading into this match, we're likely to see a new champ crowned here tonight.
And Bryan walking with his big baseball bat. Not showing any love to this JVCW crowd. And we are live in Chicago, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen. Nico, what the fuck was that?
What was what?
I just heard someone go, ah ha 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 ha.
Probably my mom. We're watching the movie.
And so Bryan looking calm, cool, and collected as the arena has now turned red, ladies and gentlemen, as here comes the reigning, defending, Intercontinental Champion of the world. This man has had a 200-plus day title reign and is on a 10-match winning streak. He faces his toughest test today in a former Intercontinental Champion in Chris Jones and in the young upstart known as Bryan.
Weighing in at 275 pounds, he is the
And Shadow Knight X looking to take the Intercontinental Championship. Chris Jones also wants the Intercontinental Championship. We're about to witness a war here.
Confident, Corey, and with good reason, Cole. When you're the champ, you don't have to worry about winning. You just have to make sure you don't lose. That is the champ.
And so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Intercontinental Championship match. And that's what it's all about. The Intercontinental Championship. Bryan wants it. He can taste it. Chris Jones wants it. He hasn't held it since last year. Miles looking calm. Bryan looking calm. The silent intensity here on Chris Jones. Oh, and Bryan and Miles teaming up on Chris Jones here. And what a maneuver there by Bryan. And collar elbow tie-up now as Chris Jones has been taken out of the equation for the moment. And what an enziguri there by Miles to Bryan. And Chris Jones breaking up the pinfall there. The first pinfall goes to Miles. And now the technician going to try and wear down the arms and fingers. Oh, and he eats a neck breaker. Like I said, Bryan's going to be the X factor in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This match does not favor Miles. Miles can lose this match without being pinned or submitted. And Miles with his powerbomb symphony, shades of Wardlow, who's in AEW, collar elbow, waist lock there by Chris Jones. And Chris Jones getting those steel steps. Bryan trying to taunt Miles to the outside. And Bryan practicing his shadow boxing. And sleeper hold here. Sleeper hold by Bryan to the technician Chris Jones. Can Jones get out of this? Jones does with a jawbreaker. Oh, and Bryan, who was dropping to his knees, eats a drop kick from Miles. Miles picking his spots well. Butterfly suplex there by Miles. Waist lock there by Chris Jones. Jones sending Miles into the ring. Bryan sends Jones into the ring.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now.
And I think Miles is going to try and take out Bryan. Uh-oh, Bryan's looking underneath the wing. Uh-oh, Bryan's got a kendo stick. Oh, and what a Hurricane Rana. And Miles eats that kendo stick. He walks right into it. And this triple threat match has gone to the extreme here. And jumping reverse DDT by Miles. Collar elbow tie up now by the technician, Chris Jones. And stun gun there by Jones. Bryan's trying to shake the cobwebs from his head. And Bryan Luthez press. And the young upstart from Alexandria, Virginia, trying to take the Intercontinental Champion away. Trying to take the Intercontinental Champion away from Miles. Chris Jones eats a Superman punch. Miles eats a Superman punch, and Bryan is just dominating. Collar elbow tie up now. Irish whip. And Miles. Oh, and turns Bryan inside out with that maneuver. Miles kips up. Collar elbow tie up now. Jones and Bryan working together. Oh, and what a double team maneuver by the challengers to the champion. And Bryan slips to the back door, chop block to the knee. And can I just say, I'm impressed with Shadow Knight X. Bryan living up to the hype here. And Bryan again has that sleeper hold, trying to make Jones going to sleep, but Miles stops the maneuver. And Miles around the world power slam, and Miles may retain, but Bryan's foot's under the ropes, ref. And the ref, not seeing Bryan's foot under the ropes, almost gave Miles the victory there. Chris Jones is getting back in the ring now, and here we go. Irish whip. And Miles misses with that super kick. Waist lock by Jones, counter by Miles. Luthez pressed by Bryan. And this is hard-hitting action here for the Intercontinental Championship. Neck breaker by Jones to Bryan. Collar elbow tie up now. Beautiful Northern Lights bridge by Chris Jones. And Bryan, Miles cutter. And springboard. And Miles eats a German suplex. Jones is busted open. Irish whip now. And Miles looking for the Miles hammer. And he hits it. And Bryan saving the matchup for himself. And Bryan going to steal Miles' maneuver. Bryan saying, anything you can do, Miles, I can do better. Oh, and Miles somehow, some way, maybe just by veteran instinct, kicking out there. And Bryan unloading on Chris Jones, who's on wobbly legs here. And down goes Jones. Tornado DDT by Miles. And these three men are putting on an instant classic here. Now Miles returning the favor to Bryan with that kendo stick. And Chris Jones chopping Miles down to size. Miles is going to roll outside the ring. And now it's just Bryan and Jones. And Jones, full Nelson maneuver. And Miles saves his title reign. And Fisherman suplex, perfect plex by Jones. And Jones going to work on that arm. And Superman punch by Bryan. And Bryan missing with that elbow. And Bryan limping as he's trying to get back inside the ring now. You can see the pain and fatigue all three men are taking here. And Bryan went for a suplex. Miles countered it. Miles now going for the F-Lord. And Bryan kicks out. And Miles has pulled every trick in his playbook thus far. He's going to have to dig down deep if he wants to retain his Intercontinental Championship. And Chris Jones going to try and break Bryan's arm here. Arm breaker by Jones. And Miles going to go back to the Ward Hammer here as all the blood rushes into Jones' head. And Bryan went for a spear. Miles covered up. Collar elbow tie up now. And Bryan getting these fans into a frenzy. I think that was a mistake. Reverse DDT by Bryan. And Jones somehow, some way is still in this matchup. Up, crossface! Shades of the late, great Chris Benoit. And Bryan saves it. And Bryan with a DDT to Jones. Miles is down. Jones is down. Jones rolling to the outside. Bryan lifting those steel steps. Oh, and Jones eats those steel steps. And Bryan had his back turned. He didn't see Miles come outside the ring. And Jones trying to get back up to a vertical base. And Jones stops Miles from introducing those steel steps to him once again. DDT by Jones on the outside. And Jones taunting Bryan. And clothesline by Jones, keeping Bryan from hitting him with that kendo stick. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. This is how much the Intercontinental Championship means to all three of these men. And Miles going for a power bomb. That's 1, 2, and 3. Jones may never be the same again. Neck breaker by Bryan to Ward. And Miles is in a fight of his life here as he's trying to retain the Intercontinental Championship. And Jones, Northern Light suplex. Oh, and Jones eats that kendo stick. And Miles just got dumped onto the apron. Oh, and Jones gets hit by that kendo stick again. Jones may have to go out of here on a stretcher, ladies and gentlemen. He's endured some wicked shots, let me tell you. And now Bryan and Miles on the outside. Miles sends Bryan and Jones, both challengers, inside the ring. And the reigning defending Intercontinental Champion. And Bryan was about to deliver his finishing maneuver, but Miles caught him. And Jones saves the matchup. And Jones now. Crossface to Miles. And Jones ducks under. And Jones saves the matchup. And the technician stalking Bryan like a shark smelling water. Irish whip. Oh, and Jones inadvertently kicked the referee. That may be a suspension coming down the line for Chris Jones. Or a fine. And now Bryan and Jones working against the champion. And arm breaker now as Miles is trying to stay in this matchup. And Bryan saves the matchup as Miles was staring up at the lights. And crossface. Will Bryan tap out here? Will Bryan tap out? Jones has it locked in, bleeding from the nose. And Miles saves Bryan. And what a gut buster. And Miles is down. Jones is going to try and pin Bryan. And Chris Jones has officially ended Miles' title reign without even pinning Miles. He pinned Bryan.
Here is your winner,
And what an instant classic, ladies and gentlemen.
Intercontinental Champion, the technician, Chris Jones.
And Chris Jones earned it.
Huge win here in this triple threat match. He is standing tall, standing proud.
But Jones may be stripped of his Intercontinental Championship or fined for hitting the referee.
In the park, let alone two.
But what an instant classic, ladies and gentlemen, between Bryan again. For the second straight day, Bryan has gotten screwed out of the Intercontinental Championship. And so now, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a rivalry match between Troy Davis and the Barbarian. By the way, is Brett done talking yet? Is he done? Nope. And so, Bryan, what a match, man. What a match. And so, Troy Davis. Exactly, Bryan. Bryan, I actually thought you were going to win that match. I mean, my God. So Miles' historic 200-plus day title reign has come to an end, but Miles does have a rematch clause. I may book all three of them in another triple threat match inside a steel, inside a steel cage.
The following contest is scheduled for
And there you see the Barbarian, former World Heavyweight Champion,
Evolution from Reykjavik, Iceland, weighing
the man from Reykjavik, Iceland,
at 71 pounds. The
wants his World Heavyweight Championship back, and just like Logan, the journey to the number one contendership begins tonight here. He was supposed to face Troy Davis. Troy Davis hired a substitute in the Atlantic Heritage Champion, Big Jackson. And so you can just see
And his opponent, representing Power and Glory from New York, weighing in at 400
and Big Jackson
pounds.
ended the Barbarians Atlantic Heritage Championship title reign. So these two men have unfinished business that's going to get settled here. And Big Jackson, a former multiple-time tag team champion, multiple-time United States champion. He's never won the Intercontinental or World Heavyweight Championships, to my knowledge.
John,
This guy lives to
you can
compete,
mute
so he'll be
him.
treating this match
Huh?
as if he were defending the title.
You can mute him.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. Okay, there you go.
WARGAMES.
You did miss War Games.
Alright, I'll have to watch it. Don't spoil anything.
I won't.
I'll watch it later.
But-
I was on the phone. I thought I had my mic muted.
No, I could hear you I could almost hear your whole conversation. I had to mute you.
Oh, you didn't want to hear Daddy Deception?
No.
Wow, that's fucked
No,
up, bro.
no.
It's fucked up.
Besides, he sounds shitty through a phone. I would rather hear him in person.
Yeah, he does sound shitty through a phone, but at least he's doing fucking good.
Well, that's good. And the Barbarian unloading here on Big Jackson. This is a non-title matchup here. And by the way, Miles is no longer Intercontinental Champion.
Who is?
Chris Jones. Chris Jones pinned Bryan.
Oh my god!
And your client Michael Rice is no longer the United States champion.
Why? Why the fuck? Excuse me?
He lost to Gunther.
We're gonna have to have a talk later.
Dude, I thought he had the match won!
Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to him later.
It was a dream match. He wanted to face the best in JBCW. I'm sorry.
I don't know why he texts the chat that has me, you, and him in it.
Because he's stupid.
Who is?
I gotta figure out how to fucking upload a fucking video.
Oh, by the way, Brett, Nico wants you to create her when you get 2K20.
Oh my god!
23.
Fuck!
What?
Oh my fucking god damn it, I didn't even shake that and it fucking spilled. God fucking... Oh my fucking god!
I did not say...
Shadow Knight, don't tell Brett that!
I didn't...
Shadow Knight says you be hype, Brett! Oh, and Big Jackson taking it to the Barbarian.
I don't have to be me.
And Shadow Knight X laughing his ass off. But no, Brian, even though you didn't win the Intercontinental Championship, I think you put on the match of the night. Oh, and the Barbarian missing with that senton.
What does Nico want?
Nico wants you to create a version of her on 2K23.
I already planned on it.
He was thinking of the idea.
I already planned on it.
Yep. Oh, and what a power slam by Big Jackson to the Barbarian.
See, I should be in this thing. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you should be.
You should be, Nico. You would own the women's division.
No, she wouldn't.
You'd be like Gwen in Dark Souls.
No.
You'd be all fearing.
You don't even know who Gwen is. You have no reason to talk.
You showed me a picture of her.
That's a picture. It's a him, not a her?
Well, it looks like a her.
I showed you Priscilla.
Okay, I got the two mixed up. My bad. I deserve to be decapitated for my insolence. And Big Jackson now trying to make the Barbarian submit here. Backbreaker. But no, Brett, seriously, you need to watch that triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. My God.
Yeah, I probably will.
I mean, Shadow Knight X said, at least I don't use finisher on all the time.
True.
And Irish Whip now as the Barbarian now in control of this matchup here, this non-title matchup. And the Barbarian, he may break the ring here. Going for a superplex. And the Barbarian, guillotine driver. And this match is over. 1, 2, 3. And the Barbarian getting sweet, sweet revenge. Now here comes Troy Davis. And Troy Davis mocking the Barbarian. And it's another week that the Barbarian has to wait to get his hands on the man who screwed him out of the Atlantic Heritage Championship. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. You will see Cody, Ben Santos, Atticus Black, the reigning defending World Heavyweight Champion, Blaze McCoy, All-Star Gio, a.k.a. Star-Lord, and the former World Heavyweight Champion Brooklyn Joker all collide inside the Elimination Chamber. These 6 men, their careers will never be the same. Blaze McCoy won the World Heavyweight Championship after beating Brooklyn Joker inside Hell in a Cell yesterday. Can Blaze McCoy from LTD Wrestling stay on top of the mountaintop? Or will Cody and Star-Lord finally climb the mountaintop to win what once was theirs? The same can be said for Atticus Black, who is a 3-time World Heavyweight Champion. And the only man to never hold the World Heavyweight Championship, the man from Puerto Rico, Ben Santos, would love to return to his home country, being the first Puerto Rican to ever win the JBCW World Heavyweight Championship. And so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Blaze McCoy and Atticus Black starting this Elimination Chamber off. And Atticus Black immediately going right after the champion. And 619 by Atticus Black to Blaze McCoy. These two men are no strangers from their time in LTD Wrestling. And the odds did not favor the champion. But Blaze trying to take care of the man from the dark side, Atticus Black. And Blaze McCoy just unloading on Atticus Black now. Modified Anaconda Vice here. And Atticus Black trying to fight out. I did not know you were Puerto Rican, Star-Lord. I am sorry.
He's Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I did not know that. I mean, legitimately, I did not know that. I feel bad. I didn't know. I thought you were from Spain. I'm sorry.
I mean, he seems like he would be.
I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't know. And now we have a all LTD Wrestling match right now as Blaze McCoy, Atticus Black, and Brooklyn Joker. All three men know each other oh so well. And now Blaze McCoy going off on the former world champion. Now Anaconda Vice. And Blaze McCoy saying, y'all are not on my level. But Brooklyn Joker fighting out here. And still to come, we got Cody, we got Star-Lord, and we got Ben Santos.
You said more to come.
And Star-Lord's going to be the next one to enter, and Atticus Black better watch himself.
Nico, you need Horny Joe. You need that Horny Joe.
And so, clarification, ladies and gentlemen, Star-Lord, oh my good gravy! Star-Lord putting his body on the line. And Star-Lord taking his frustrations out on Atticus Black. Meanwhile, Blaze McCoy's going to steal All-Star's thunder. And yes, so clarification, ladies and gentlemen, Star-Lord was the first Puerto Rican to ever win the JBCW Championship, and he is undefeated at WrestleMania here at JBCW. So sorry, Ben Santos, you will be the second if you do win this matchup.
Oh, yeah?
And now here comes the leader of Cena Nation. Or should I say Cody Nation, the doctor of Codynomics. Cody. And Star-Lord did not deserve that DDT by the Brooklyn Joker.
Yeah, he did.
And Brooklyn Joker all over Cody, and now Star-Lord taking his frustrations out on Brooklyn Joker. And now Star-Lord going after the World Heavyweight Champion, Blaze McCoy, with those lefts and rights. And, oh, I thought he was going to go for the gory special there. Brian, I didn't know you were Puerto Rican. I thought you were Spanish also. Oh, my good God. Star-Lord's on top of the cell. And so now the man from San Juan, Puerto Rico, Ben Santos. Brett, why would you tell Star-Lord that? No!
I mean, they have both Star in their name. I think they
agree with Star-Lord. Hell no! That was a horrible gimmick.
That was an awesome gimmick. That was a fucking hilarious one. What do you mean?
And Blue Thunderbomb by Cody Cena. And you pissed him off. You pissed him off.
I wasn't disrespecting you. I was just saying you both have Star in your name.
And so here we go. Atticus Black and Brooklyn Joker going at it. And now the two Puerto Ricans, Star-Lord and Ben Santos, going at it. And what a good God. Do you see the height that Star-Lord got on that leapfrog? Star-Lord showing his athletic ability.
Buzz Zoopals.
And Ben Santos going after his countryman. Yes, you were, Brian. You were the first mixed Hispanic to win multiple titles here in JBCW.
Shadow Knights mixed? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, I'm German, so I understand.
I mean, seriously, you need to watch his match with Chris Jones and Miles Ward for the Intercontinental Championship. Brian, my God. All three of those men. Oh, so okay, so you're Salvadorian and Bolivian. Did not know that, Brian. That is very, very interesting.
German and Irish. Nico, go to my channel.
And so far, no one has been
pinned. Go watch the
Notorious
fight, and you'll see what he did to me.
And what a jumping DDT by the Brooklyn Joker, and Star-Lord tipped up, and Blaze McCoy, super unprettier. And Star-Lord somehow, some way manages to get the shoulder up. My God, how does Star-Lord not have a concussion? And the World Heavyweight Champion, Blaze McCoy, has set his sights on Star-Lord. Meanwhile, Cody Cena. And so far, no one's been eliminated here in the main event here of JBCW Havoc. Collar elbow tie-up now. And Star-Lord taking it to the World Champion. Oh, and Cody got thrown unceremoniously outside the cell onto the concrete floor. Oh, and Ben Santos eats concrete.
You eat concrete for breakfast.
Brett, did you see what he just said about you?
Fuck yeah, I should. No, I'm kidding. I mean, the Hurricane wasn't that bad, so.
I love the Hurricane in the Rock segments. That was hilarious.
I like when the Hurricane teamed up with Kane.
Yep. And what type of maneuver is that by Atticus Black?
That's a thing that we don't talk about, first of all.
And Atticus Black trying to make Cody tapped out! Cody tapped out! Cody's the first one gone!
Because Cody's a bitch.
And now, claw by the Brooklyn Joker to Atticus Black. And Ben Santos and Star-Lord mixing up now. Star-Lord getting tossed on the concrete floor below. Will Atticus Black tap out here?
No.
Nope, Atticus Black fighting back now. And Star-Lord all over Atticus Black.
Don't me.
And arm drag there by Atticus Black to Star-Lord. Meanwhile, waistlock by Ben Santos. Crossface by Atticus Black. Atticus Black, who's busted open, trying to make Star-Lord submit here. And Star-Lord trying to hang on. He does so.
It's a fellow.
He stabbed you while you're...
And Star-Lord...
No, he didn't. He fucking... Did you see what he did to me? He violated me.
And Star-Lord says Brett's perfect gimmick should be Eugene. Oh, and Star-Lord eliminated...
I agree.
Star-Lord eliminated Atticus Black. Star-Lord eliminated Atticus Black. We're down to 4.
He did a little jab. It's okay.
And discus punched by Ben Santos to Star-Lord. And
Dude, I would so rock Eugene's gimmick. I'm not even kidding.
And now Star-Lord shaking the cobwebs, and now Brooklyn Joker slamming Star-Lord. And Brooklyn Joker feeling it here. He can hear the voices in his head.
He did before he died. That's what he does. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Good.
And snap there by Brooklyn Joker. Brooklyn Joker going to do a bicycle kick, and now Star-Lord's busted open. Meanwhile, on the outside, Blaze McCoy and Ben Santos. And the World Heavyweight Champion, Blaze McCoy, is still in this matchup after starting off number 1. Same with Brooklyn Joker. These two men started off respectively 1 and 2. Oh, and what a pile driver here by... Oh, no!
What a pile driver here by... Oh, no. There it is.
And Star-Lord has been eliminated by Brooklyn Joker.
Star-Lord's been eliminated. No!
We're down to 3. But history can still be made, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Santos can be the second Puerto Rican to ever win the JBCW World title. He's still in this matchup.
Tyler.
And Star-Lord says, son of a bitch stole my finisher. Yes, he did. And now Blaze McCoy. Uh-oh, Blaze smelling blood in the water here. Blaze going to go for that. Nope. Brooklyn Joker countered. Clothesline by Brooklyn Joker.
Yes, can I help you?
Hi, how are you?
And now Ben Santos. And Ben Santos trying to fight the cobwebs. Oh, but beautiful maneuver there by Blaze McCoy out of nowhere.
Good that what did.
And Ben Santos looking to pin the World Heavyweight Champion, going for the Santos Bomb. He hits it. And Blaze McCoy maybe going home without his title. Oh, but he kicks out. And now Brooklyn Joker. Oh my, end of days. Shades of Michael Rice. And Ben Santos has been eliminated. History being denied here. And so now for the first time ever, the two men who started the Elimination Chamber are going to be the first two to finish it, as it's a rematch of the Hell in a Cell that happened yesterday. Can Brooklyn Joker regain his World Heavyweight Championship? Blaze McCoy looks seriously like he's going to defend the title. I'm running out of words to say. And Blaze McCoy retains. Jesus fucking criminy Christmas.
Excuse me?
And still the World Heavyweight Champion of the world, Blaze McCoy. And so, ladies and gentlemen, from everyone here at JBCW, I will see you guys. Same breakdown time, same breakdown place. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Please click like and sub to Star-Lord and Shadow Knight X and Demon King of Sin and Nico Gamer 259. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, yeah? Who you fucking that's more?